Alright, so after watching SmackDown, it kind of made me a little bit angry. You know, as good as the show was, made me a little bit angry. To watch a match like Daniel Bryan, Cesaro, what a great match that would be like, hey, Brad, hey, why are you upset? I mean, that was a great match. What is there to be upset about? I'll tell you what there's to be upset about. The very fact that the guy could go out there, steal the show, Daniel Bryan, and get like no credit for it. Nope, no credit for it at all. So here's the thing about it. How it's just fucking sickening already. It's sickening that there are no plans for Daniel Bryan to headline WrestleMania. There are no plans for Daniel Bryan to win the Chamber. I have not seen any of this news. It's all talk of, Orton and Batista, Sheamus versus Bryan, Bryan versus Triple H, which probably would happen because it would make the most sense storyline-wise, because they're having Kane, who works for Triple H in the Authority. He is like now feuding with Bryan, and it's going to lead up to Bryan versus Triple H in Mania. And this shit makes me sick to my stomach, because who the fuck wants to see that? Which sick bastard wants to see Triple H step in the ring again? Something every single time Triple H takes it easy all year round while all the wrestlers are breaking their ass and just fucking just wrestles one match at Mania. One match at Mania. And it ain't even the best match on the card. The one last year wasn't even that great against Brock. It really wasn't. It didn't really cut the fucking mustard, if you get my drift. So there you go. Why? Why Triple H? Why of all people? What is this going to do for Daniel Bryan? Daniel Bryan versus an extreme part-timer. It doesn't even make sense. What would that do for Bryan? Especially because usually people lose to Triple H, when he steps out of retirement for a moment. He always has to fucking win against somebody. Like he had to beat Brock at least one time at Mania, and notice that Triple H had to beat Brock. Brock beat him twice, but Triple H has to beat him on the biggest card of the year. So obviously Triple H, the only guy he's going to lose to is The Undertaker, because, he doesn't lose in Mania. That's part of the thing. But Bryan, there ain't no streaks being protected there. Bryan will fucking lose to Triple H at Mania, if anything. A screw job finish or whatever. But Triple H, he's done it in the past. He's killed careers. He's killed many a career. When it was prime time for Rob Van Dam to be champion, when everybody wanted Van Dam to be champion, they didn't let him get the belt. Triple H was running roughshod over the whole fucking thing. And then, remember this? Remember back in 2002? It's a year that a lot of people I see on the net and the YWC praise. Yeah, they did have some quality shit that year. But it was also a pretty depressing year, and it also started the downturn of the company. Because Triple H wearing the belt, the World Heavyweight title, it demeaned that title because it was fucking handed to him with Eric Bischoff. They gave it to him. He didn't even earn it. They said because he was the last one to wear that particular belt, that he was then able just to start wearing it again. And then the first thing that they had Triple H do when he had that belt was bury Van Dam, a guy that deserved to have that fucking belt. He had been killing himself since he got in the company, putting on outstanding matches. Triple H wasn't contributing jack shit, and they still fucking, kept the belt on Triple H. People were fucking outraged. People were hating Triple H, and it wasn't just heel heat, it was because he sucked. Then they finally then got the idea to put the belt on Shawn Michaels, which was a marvelous idea, a great way for him to make a comeback. Didn't even have the belt a month, dropped it back to Triple H. What a load of fucking bullshit. They had Triple H hold this belt for so fucking long. My whole fucking point of this whole thing of bringing up this title reign is Triple H had to have that belt. Even though nobody wanted to him to have it, no fan wanted to see him with it, they still fucking kept the belt on him. He buried talent, people that were deserving of that belt. They made like they were, gonna be Triple H for it, but then Triple H would just fucking take the belt all, to himself, and that would be it. And that is fucking garbage right there. He buried talent like Van Dam. Van Dam at one time was super fucking popular in the company, and then Triple H just fucking buried his ass, And they did this, and the same thing happened to Orton. There was a time when Orton was really, really popular when he beat Benoit. People were getting behind this man. It's probably the only really good match of his career, but, he fucking had a good match with Benoit. They put the belt on Orton. It was a change of pace. Belt went right back to Triple H. Buried. And that was a guy that WWE was heavily promoting and getting behind. So Triple H is like, right there is just the gold standard right there in Vince McMahon's eyes. So no one could beat Triple H, and if they beat him, Triple H has to come right back and then even the odds, so he can, look glamorous again for whatever fucking reason. It's pathetic. It really is. That, in a fake sport, he can't lose in a fake sport, because if he does, he gets all bitchy about it, and and then he's unpleasant to be around. Who the fuck cares? He's only one man. If he's that hard to handle, he should have been fired a long time ago. He married the boss's daughter, and this is the reason why. It's perfectly understandable. We all know the real reason why Triple H is where he is. And that's because of Stephanie McMahon right there, because he married the boss's daughter. I get that. But why does that mean that Triple H is the one that should be running fucking things in this company? Why? It got so bad that even Shane McMahon fucking left. He couldn't take it anymore. He couldn't take this piece of shit company anymore, and went elsewhere. He couldn't take it. So there you go. And here's the thing. It's with Daniel Bryan, it's enough already. Enough with fucking Triple H. It's like, at what cost? Look what it's fucking done to this company. Look where they're at now because of Triple H. Triple H is the one who's really fucking ruined this company. Many people like to talk about John Cena ruining it. Many people can blame Triple H. Notice the only person that Triple H put over, prominently in years has been John Cena. Yeah. You notice that, don't you? That is the only guy that Triple H has jobbed to at Mania that wasn't The Undertaker. It was John Cena. That's fucking retarded up the fucking ass. And you look at Daniel Bryan, a guy that is so worthy. The exact opposite of a Triple H. A guy that deserves to be there, who's at 100%. Somehow he's so good that he rarely gets injured, or he's able to work through injuries, gets a concussion, pops right back in there. You don't even fucking notice he had one. That's how good he is. The guy doesn't even take any time off. The guy, he just wrestles. He'll go out there, wrestle a 20-minute match, whatever. And, give 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, the guy still puts on a good match. I mean, this is the kind of guy you want to promote. This is the guy you want to give the 14 world titles to. And it looks ridiculous. This is like Michael Jordan sitting on the sidelines on the bench, while, these minor players just fucking take all the fucking glory. How ridiculous does it look? This is like having a big blockbuster movie, with Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then they give the minor characters, the character actors, they give them top billing. It would look fucking ridiculous. And that's exactly how this looks right now. Ridiculous. I didn't mention this in the SmackDown review, but there was this line where Daniel Bryan said that he doesn't want to be the face of the company. He just wants to, entertain and be him. I get where, I get that line of reasoning right there, but it coming from, a WWE outlet right there in a WWE ring where that type of mentality, kind of like comes to light and is actually like the truth, it's kind of just mind-boggling. He should be the face of the company. There shouldn't be all this talk on air of who's the face and everything. The guy who gets the most cheers is the face. Stone Cold got the most cheers. He was the face. Hulk Hogan got the most cheers. He was the face. So it should go by who the fans like the most. I don't understand why they do this. Sometimes they get it right. Like when they took the belt right off of Triple H one time when Hogan started getting a lot of popularity in 2002 again. They ripped the belt right off of Triple H and put it on Hogan. So here's the question. Why the fuck don't they do the same for Bryan? Yank that fucking belt off Orton and give it to the most popular guy. They have to keep on saying that Orton's the best in the business every single match and try to drill into our heads. It ain't gonna fucking work anymore. This motherfucker has been in this company for 12 years and hasn't amounted to jack shit. He hasn't done anything that great. He's had a couple of memorable matches and he wasn't even directly responsible for them. He always had somebody helping him out. It was either Mick Foley, who, thanks to Mick Foley, everybody remembers his hardcore match. Benoit helped make his first title win memorable. It was shit like that, but it was always like top-notch guys, really helping him out. Benoit, Foley, guys like that. Edge had to get in there. They were in the tag team together. And was actually half decent because you had a great wrestler in Edge, carrying the fucking dead weight right there. But with Daniel Bryan, it's so obvious. They put him in a tag team with Kane. He still manages to shine. It's just fucking ridiculous already. Enough with this fucking bullshit of trying to keep him down for what reason? Because he's 5'10". That ain't even that short. I'm fucking 5'5", so, this guy right here, he's a normal-sized human. I don't understand why to be a wrestler you have to be some inhuman 6'5" monster right there. Come on. It's enough already. What does Daniel Bryan have to do? Why does he have to, be the biggest, the tallest guy when he's able to wrestle better than them? And that's what it is. It's fucking wrestling. They can try to jam any other type of idea down your throat that it's sports entertainment, that it's now they don't even say that anymore. It's just entertainment. Well, whatever. He's entertaining. Whatever they do, he's an athlete. Oh, they don't want to call it sports anymore. Well, okay, he's entertaining. Oh, it's like enough already. He entertains, he does whatever it takes, he does what is asked of him, without question. They ask him to fucking join a faction for no good reason. He does it, doesn't complain. There's no talk on the dirt sheets of him complaining. There's nothing like that. So he's a pretty model employee. So I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. They like to just fucking fool around with him and just give him a title, take it away from him, upset the fans, don't put him in the Rumble even though everybody wants him there. It's bull fucking shit and it needs to stop. And what is this company going to do? What is the best thing they have on the horizon? A network, a fucking subscription-based thing they're going to do online. It has nothing to even pertain to the current product. This is what's gotten everybody so excited. But the current product, they had a decent Raw, a good SmackDown. Now they should continue. Do things that are right. Or else you're going to have more guys walking out the door. You know, hopefully this whole Punk thing, it seems like it's kind of changing the mindset, that rebellion at the Rumble, and now Punk. You know, there you go right there. It's been all downhill for WWE. They're trying to rebuild. Hopefully they fucking get it done. This shit with Bryan is getting sickening, and I am sick to fucking death that Triple H, and if this match happens, Triple H and Daniel Bryan, then they fucking don't have a fucking clue of what they're doing. If they go ahead with this match anyway, despite nobody wanting to see it, that is fucking clueless as all hell. You don't make something, you don't do something, you don't book something that people don't want to see. That is sick. You give the people what they want. In something like wrestling, this form of entertainment, it's about giving the fans what they want. Putting on a good show. Not fucking, you know, fulfilling your own ego for no reason. What good is it? Triple H fulfilling his own ego when people are just going to boo and not like it. So what the hell is the fucking point? Is he going to get some satisfaction out of that? The fact that nobody wants to watch his match? You know, just going out there in front of all those people, even though nobody wants to see him, that's fucking mental. That's fucking dumb. Alright. You know, so there's going to be many more rants on this to come, especially leading up to Mania. I've got a feeling I'm going to be quite pissed off, but hopefully the Raw and SmackDown we've just seen are good signs of things to come. Alright.